Hello, 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 everybody. Carolyn Williams with Money Reverse. Come right on in. We are here for our volatility update. As I promised, when you took my class, 21 Days to Stock Market Investing, and moved to the graduates group, I said, you are not alone. Whenever we have high volatility, when we see the VIX over 25, I am going to come live every day. At first I said every day, and we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to ask questions, and I'm gonna give you some pointers and tips of how to maneuver in this volatile stock market. Now, couple of things. Because it is the week before I start a brand new class, and the week after I do Stock Savvy session, I am also broadcasting this live on my Facebook page, Money Reverse Facebook page, and Money Reverse YouTube channel. So, and that's where I broadcasted the Stock Savvy session. So just for those that attended Stock Savvy, I'm giving you an opportunity to kind of pretend that you've already taken my 21 Days to Stock Market Investing class and kind of give you some insight into what we do for those that have completed the class and need a little bit more support. So if you attended Stock Savvy and are here watching me on the Money Reverse Facebook page or Money Reverse YouTube, just put in the comments Stock Savvy. And for those graduates, we are posting inside of our graduates forum, which is a super private. Nobody knows about it. You can't find it. You can't search it. Where is it? I don't know, but you know. That's where you are. Now, what I found is for those, when I use this particular software, for those that are in the graduates group, you have to give the software permission to broadcast your name. So if you see that option, then do that, because when you post, I don't know who you are. And it's not your fault. It's my fault because I'm using a different broadcast method because I'm trying to stream in all these places at the same time. So those of you that are in the graduates group, those graduates, I don't know who you are when you post. So I know, I'm not stupid. The software just isn't showing me who you are. It shows me your post, but I just don't know who you are. So say hello in the comments when you arrive, just so I know that you're here. Now, what a day today, y'all. Anybody watch the market today? If you watch the market today, say I watched the market and put a little sentiment out there, a little reaction, whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down or crying or laughing, whatever sentiment describes what you saw and how you felt based on what you saw the market do today. It was a very interesting day. Well, first of all, let's start with the VIX. The VIX is now what, 31? Hold on, 31? It's over 31. At the time that I made this broadcast, made this announcement that I would be doing this live session. It was over 31, and it's been over 30 all day. And so you know what that means. Woo, up and down, and not creeping up and not creeping down. It is zoop, zoop. And when we find that the VIX is over 30, it's very likely that we could see some pretty extreme market swings. I've even seen swings change in the middle of the day, or markets could be up all day, and then at 2 p.m. Central Time, they start dropping and end up closed. So it's just very wild swings. And that's what the VIX is telling us, how much volatility that we have going on in the market. The higher the VIX, the higher the volatility. You need to hang on, just like that roller coaster that I put in the picture when I announced this. So the VIX was very high today, not as high as it has been. And we saw basically what felt like a market sell-off. The Dow was down. Everything was down over 3%. The NASDAQ was down over, well, let's take a look. I think I've got some screen captures to show you, make it easy. I want to just show you just for reference. And if you look at yesterday's broadcast, you'll see what a difference this is. So let's take a look. Look at the Dow. This was as of market close on today, Thursday, May 5th. It was down 1,063 points. And it had been down as far as almost 1,200 points during the day. So it was down day. And look at the chart. This is Yahoo Finance, www.finance.yahoo.com. And as I shared in Stock Savvy, you can just look at the color of the chart and it tells you how it was for that day. And look here, we got the 1D in blue, which means this is the one-day chart. Kind of look and see. We just saw it falling today. So that is the Dow down 3.12%. Look at the S&P down 3.56%, down 153 points. And also look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the tech stocks, and it was down almost 5%. So we had a big sell-off in the NASDAQ, even more so, not more points, but more percent down than any of the other indices. So what I want to tell you is that very different than yesterday. Yesterday, Jay Powell made the announcement of interest rates going up. He says, we're not going to shock the market. We're not going to have a 75-point interest rate raise, but we are going to do 50 basis point interest rate hikes for the next few FOMC sessions. So he says, we're not going to do 75. They're not shocking anybody. This is this Fed group is not very aggressive at all. They'll tell you what they're going to do, and they'll tell you ahead of time. Their goal is to not shock the market because they know that when they say something, the market does react with it. And it's the Fed's intention is to not shock the market in any way. So they telegraph, they tell you what they're going to do. And so that happened yesterday, and everybody was woo, and everything was green. Look at yesterday's broadcast. And then today we woke up and it started down, and it just went down, 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 down as the day ended. So what did you do today when the market was down? Well, I made money. I made about $1,000 today. I made $500 yesterday. I'm having a pretty good week. I trade about 3 days a week. I'm not trading tomorrow, so I trade 3 days a week. And I pretty much I'm hitting my profit goals in this market. But the one thing I do want to share, this is something, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back and let's talk about, if you have any questions about the market, definitely post them here so that I can see them and answer your questions. Now, the big question is, why? Why? Why did stocks trade down? Everything, not just one company, everything traded down. Why? Everybody was so happy yesterday. Everything traded up and everything's trading down. That's one question I want you to always ask yourself when you see markets, whatever they're doing, trending up, trending down, if they're mixed, I always want you to ask the question, why? And if you go back to our day 8 session in the 21 days of stock market investing class, I do tell you why and how to find this out. Okay, so in my graduates group, tell me who just posted. Thank you so much for posting. Kind of tell me who you are, because I don't know who you are. I won't broadcast your names or anything. If you have taken my 21 days of stock market investing class and you're in the graduates forum, we have these sessions in that group that you're in right now. It's just that I come natively live in there and I don't use this software. So you never have to tell me who you are. I always know. But because hey girl. Now remember, if you're there, see if you can do me a favor, see if you see an option where you have to tell the software that it can broadcast your name. I think that is I don't know if it's asking you there or telling you there if you have to go to another site. Now, after this, you won't need it because this is my last day to broadcast openly for the Money Reverse Facebook page and Money Reverse YouTube channel for these particular sessions. So then I'll be in our private group the entire time. Now, I always want you to ask the question, why? Why did the markets trade this way? It's good to know, just like you always want to see when your particular stock is trading down, you always want to know why. Why is it trading down? You want to know. You want to know. So, okay, got it. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to tell you, you may not know why, but when you take my 21 days to stock market investing class that starts on Monday, if there's anybody here watching this that has not taken my 21 days to stock market investing class and want to learn more, just put in the comments, I want to learn more. Some of you have already registered for the upcoming class. I'll tell you a little bit more later in this broadcast. Then if you've already registered and we'll be starting class on May 9th, just say, I'm registered. So now I'm going to tell you why markets were trading down. And it's not going to be something that we have covered a lot. And it's not a lot. As a matter of fact, we've never gone through this. This year and last year, I'm doing more macro conversations than I ever have before. And the reason is because I have to. I'm having more macro conversations with you than I ever have before. And the reason is because I have to. Because what I'm going to talk about today is bonds. I'm going to talk about the bond market just a little bit. And in a nutshell, the bond market was up 3%. Our long-term bonds, our 10-year treasury yields shot up today 3%. And guess what? All of the major market indices shot down 3%. That's just the way it worked. The stock market and the bond market are like yin and yang. When one's up, the other's down. They're both, that's a conundrum if they're both up at the same time or if they're both down at the same time. That's a conundrum. Typically, you're going to see one favorable, the other unfavorable. So what happened is when the 10-year treasury yields went up after a bond auction, then bonds went up and stocks went down. And it's very interesting that no lower than 3%. The bond yields are up. The 10-year treasury yields are up 3.04% today. And is it amazing that the stock market was down 3+% today? So I thought that was interesting when I saw things keep going down. They kept going down, and I'm like, wow, how far is it going to drop? And so the first thing I do is I start to go say, why? Why is it dropping? There's a reason. There's always a reason. There's always a reason, and it's your job to find it, and it's my job to find the reason why something is trading up or trading down. You need to know the reason. Don't just buy stocks or buy things because somebody said it, and don't just chase after it because, you just, I don't know. You just need to know what you're doing. You need to know what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you, I can help to guide you, to teach you and guide you on what you're doing in this stock market. And you really need this in this stock market because it's really about the macroeconomic conditions. It's all macro. So with that, I want to tell you that the why is because the bond market went up. Okay. So let me also share with you something that I shared on my Money Reverse Facebook page. And let's talk about this since I did this in yesterday's session and I'm waiting for your questions to come in. So while you're posting your questions, I will just share a little bit. I want to share this. Has anybody heard of a dub when we're talking about the Fed? Everything's about the Fed for the next few months because the Fed is the answer to making adjustments to our macroeconomic conditions so that we can curb inflation. The Fed is who really drives the action to make those corrections. Conditions changed that made us get into this situation. We went into a coronavirus worldwide pandemic. We have a war that is in Eastern Europe that is driving the price of oil up, and we also have supply chain issues that are caused by mainly by the pandemic because of different countries shutting down, and we're just not able to get those supplies here in a timely manner as before. So those things are what cause prices to rise. Those things cause prices. It's the Fed's job is to look at the conditions and pull the levers that they have to overcorrect. It's just like if you're driving down the road and something happens, if it's wet, if the pavement's wet, and you hit a slick spot on the road. You hit a slick spot. You need to use the levers that you have, which is the brake, the steering wheel, taking it out of gear, whatever you do, you got some levers inside your car that you use when you get in a situation in which you need to correct something that has gone awry. Just like that. The Fed has levers as well that they use to pull whenever we see the economy going one way or the other. They didn't necessarily cause it to go one way or the other. They didn't cause the war in Eastern Europe. They didn't cause the global pandemic. They did implement reflation measures to help us to be okay during the pandemic, but that was an overcompensation with so much money in the economy. So they got to do some things to get us back to even kilter so our economy will get in better balance. So that's what the Fed is going to do. So it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. So everything's going to be the Fed. So I want to introduce another term to you. This was posted on my Money Reverse Facebook page, Money Reverse Twitter, Money Reverse Instagram today. And it's a dove. And this is when we're talking about Fed speak. We all know that a dove is just a cute little bird here, white bird. But a dove is used to describe Fed policymakers that are very cautious, that are not very aggressive, that telegraph their behavior, their upcoming behavior, and they're trying to make sure that what they do doesn't cause harm. You know, it's almost like skidding on the road and you're like, okay, I'm going to make sure. Oh yeah, I could tell y'all a story about this, my own story, but I won't. It's almost like needing to do something to correct yourself on the road, and you don't do it because you don't want to hit a dog. I mean, that happened to me. I skinned up the car because I was trying not to hit a dog when I was a teenager driving. So it's like, wait a minute, Carolyn, you should have. How did this happen to the car? I was trying not to hit a dog. Okay, and you hit the side of the bridge. Okay. So that's what the dovish Fed is like. They're going to take a very less aggressive measure to monetary policy to make sure that they don't introduce anything that's going to cause harm. And I'm going to tell you, our current Fed group, our current Federal Reserve policymakers are very dovish. They're very dovish. We knew that they were going to raise interest rates in October. They started saying we're going to start tapering and we're going to look at interest rate hikes that starts after first of the year. They said that in October. So here in January, first of the year, I'm ready for them to raise interest rates. And they said, okay, we'll let you know what the interest rates are going to be. And I'm like, really? So in January, we got to wait till your March meeting to find out. In the meantime, inflation is growing and growing and growing and growing. But they're telling us so much so that we won't be shocked. But by that time, in my opinion, they're waiting a long time to address measures. And even so, just note that this Fed administration, in my opinion, has a very dovish sentiment. They have a very, very dovish sentiment. They have a less aggressive approach to policymakers. And they really, if we were not in an inflationary period, they would not raise interest rates. There, a lot of times that have those that have a dovish sentiment think we're going to keep interest rates low, and that's going to make people borrow, and that's going to make businesses expand. That's how we're going to stimulate the economy. So that's kind of something that I want you to know. Dove is the new word. If you got it, just put dove in the comments. So I wanted to share that with you. Anybody have any questions, or did anybody make any stock moves today during this sell-off? During this sell-off, did you buy anything? Did you sell anything? Okay. Did you buy anything or sell anything? Kind of share. And if you have any questions of what you did, I'm going to tell you what I did. Those of you that are in my quick money trading group, and that is a group of traders that that I work with on a daily basis, and we trade in the market every day. I actually trade with them 3 days a week, and we have profit goals that we measure up. We were kicking in with some profit today. They say I did buy at the last minute of trade. Yeah, I did see that. I know who you are. I do see who you. I know who you are because you told me who you were, and I did see that you did buy that. I think that was a good purchase that you made. I did also. I made that purchase today. I actually sold some things. I made just under about $850 today. I made yesterday $569. So just over 500 yesterday, just over about 850 today. And then I made some other money on Tuesday. So trading 3 days a week, I probably will about 1,800 to 2,000 this week in 3 days of trading. So there is opportunity to make money in a market like this. There's opportunity to make money. Yeah, see one of my, yeah, you did great this week. This is one of my traders. Now because they're in a super private group, we don't see their names. Facebook honors that because that group is very private. If you only get in that group if you've taken my class. And so since I said it's a secret, super private group, this software won't let the names display unless the person says that their names can display. And I think you have to go to the software and tell it. So I'm okay with that because I know who you guys are. I may ask you who you are, and once I do, then I know who you are, even if you don't post your name every time. But there's money to be made in this market. Does anybody know the best way to make money in the market on a day like today? What strategy would you use? What type of trades would you make to make money in the market on a day like today? So anybody that knows that, I'm going to, I think based on what's going on in the market, I need to do some more. Yeah, I need to do some more teaching. I need to teach some different strategies. If you know, yeah, that's definitely one way to do it. What would you do? I'm gonna post your comment. Yeah. Who said this? Put your name in the comments. I'm not gonna show your name. I see what Bishop said. That's definitely a way to do it. Are you trading? Are you trading options, Bishop, and the individual that sells short on stocks? Put your name in the comments. Let me know if that's you. Just put your initials. When you post something, put your initials because I don't know if it's you. So yeah, the one thing I want to talk, yeah. Okay, yeah, this one. I think I want to do a class on short selling. And Bishop says he's trading options. Yeah. Yeah, I use both of those strategies. I trade stocks, I trade options. I trade crypto. I do long and short and options spreads. So I only teach stocks right now. I really teach stocks, and I teach stocks deeply because I want you to understand it. And when you understand stocks deeply, moving to trading other things is just, it's a breeze. It's a breeze. It's a breeze. It's not difficult. I think the key to understanding all of the other components, with the exception of crypto, is especially options, because options are a derivative of stocks. It's going to be difficult to understand options if you don't understand stocks. You got to know what makes the stocks move, which ones are going to move, and which way are they going to move, or you can play them both ways and do straddles. So there's all types of situations and different strategies that you can use. I do want you to know that if you are buying stocks and you want to make money when the stock price goes up, that's great. That's great. I love that. But then what do you do when you have an extended period of time in which the market's trading down? Do you just sit and say, okay? I mean, what do you do? What I'm going to do, if there is an interest, I am going to create a class, and it's going to be a class that focuses on the deep in short selling, because short selling is how you make money on a stock when the price is going down. Without you being deep on short selling, it's just like going and taking a driving class and learning to drive a car, but you only know how to go forward. You only know how to go forward. Now, most of the times you're going to go forward, right? But you need to know how to go backwards too. Now, you're going to go forward more than you're going to go backwards. That's for true. But you've got to know how to go backwards too. In trading stocks, I want you to know how to make money when the stock price goes up. And I also want you to know how to make money when the stock price goes down. Now, I eventually want you to know how to make money if the stock stays at the same price. Oh, yeah, I do all that. Hey, that's fun. That's fun. Because my philosophy is I'm going to make money in this market. It doesn't matter what it's doing. I'm going to make money in this market. Okay? If you want to make money in this market, say, I am going to make money in this market. If that's what you want to do, say, I am going to make money in this market. That means you are going to learn how to go forwards, how to go backwards, and how to idle. But I'm going to first teach you backwards. So if that's something, if that's something I see, Bishop said, yes. What? Yes. He said 5 yeses. Yeah, I got to. I've got to teach this. I've got to do this, because what we're seeing today, this is not a one-time deal. I think we're going to see this all year. And I'm excited about it, because my traders, my quick money traders, those of you that are in my quick money trading group, they've already gotten this lesson. And this is what we're doing today. We were raking it in today. Yep. I'm going to make money in this market. Not saying wait till the market starts going up. I also met with a client today, and I reviewed the portfolio of this client, and this client and we talked about it. Their portfolio is down. We just got in some things earlier this year, and we knew that the market was trading down. So we took their money and we only put some of it in. So they have a lot of money sitting in cash right now. And I said, and this client I also am teaching. This is someone that hired me to teach them how to invest, and also let's get their portfolio going. And so we both agreed we're not putting any more money in right now. This client, we're not going forwards and backwards. And this is more of a long-term, this is a brand new investor, and I'm not doing it for them. I cannot take your money and invest it for you, but I can teach you to do it yourself. I am a coach. I am not a financial advisor. I do not have the credentials to advise you on what you should do or take your money and do it for you. I am a coach, which means I'm going to provide education and coaching, and every clicking that happens with your money, you do it yourself. So for those of you that haven't taken my classes, those are the services that I offer. I'm a financial coach that focuses on investments. I chose to do things this way instead of get the certifications to take the money and invest it for you. I feel like if I had done that, many of my clients would not be my clients, because you would have to come through a firm to get to me. A particular firm that would, and I wouldn't be doing these live sessions either, because my firm would say you cannot go live on Facebook and tell people about the market. If I said it, it's just like the firm is saying it. So my firm is Money Reverse, so I am very independent, and I can share with you whatever I want to share with you, and I can offer you coaching services. I cannot take your money and invest it for you. I am not licensed to do that. So I have got to work on this, teaching this class, and this class, and it's going to be the deep on short selling, which is going to involve margin accounts, managing your margin, margin calls, strategies, how to buy spreads. We're going to do the deep in short selling, because this is where the market is going to be this year. This volatility is not going to end. I knew it wasn't going to end, which is why I stopped saying I was going to come online every day because I don't work tomorrow. I've worked so hard this week that I don't work on Fridays or Mondays. So, or Saturday or Sunday. So I work 3 days a week. So with that, I knew that I couldn't come online every day, because it's going to be like this for the rest of the year. I think it's going to be like this all year. So in the meantime, I think I want to get you some skills. For those of you now, this class is not going to be, there is going to be a cost to this class. There will be a nominal cost for those of you that are in the Graduates Forum. Those that are in my Quick Money Trading group, you're paying me every month. The class is free for you guys. No additional cost. They're already paying me every month. So they're going to get, and they get this parts of this class every week. But this will be a paid class, but I promise you it's going to be a nominal charge for it. And it is going to basically open your trading world up to be ready for this market. You're going to know how to go forwards, and as deeply as we went going forward, we're going to go just that deeply going backwards. I'm going to make it open to the public as well. So if there's other people out there that are trading but may not be doing trading with Money Reverse, is that you do work some Sundays. That's true. You're right. You're right, Bishop. You know I do, because that's when I meet with my stock group. So I do work on Sunday. I sure do. And I do a lot of desk work, working on things for my clients on those days in which I say I don't work, but yeah, I'm prepared. Sunday is a work day for me, because I meet with my traders every Sunday night. Bishop, you know too much. Bishop knows too much. Some of you have been with Money Reverse for a long time, and I do appreciate all of you. You make this so fun. It's like, oh yeah, it's like a family reunion every time I come on board. Okay, I'm starting to ramble, but I do want to share. Anybody that's watching this, whether you're here or whether you're watching this on the replay, I do want you to know This is the last weekend to register for my upcoming stock class. We have a 21 days to stock market investing class. The reason that all of these people are here is because they have taken this course that gets you the deep on stocks. This focuses, we just touch on the backward just a little bit in our day 15 session. No, in our day 8 session. We just touch on shorting, but we don't go into any strategies with shorting. That's going to come later. We got to get the front part. You don't take a driving class and the first thing you do is learn how to go backwards and learn how to drive down the street backwards. That's not the first thing that you learn. You learn to go backwards after you've gone forward, right? And when you take the driving test, if the driving test is 25 minutes, you're going to spend 23 minutes going forward and 2 minutes going backwards. That's the way this class is. We're going to spend majority of the time on going forward. And when you get that down, all of the things that you learn there, we're going to just say, now let's take that and let me show you what it looks like when we go backwards. Let's just see what it looks like when we go backwards. So with that, this particular class, I teach it live. I'm not putting you out there with videos by yourself. I am saying you show up for class and I show up for class. So you're going to get me live, be able to ask questions, and we're going to trade virtually for 45 days. So this is the last weekend to register. This class starts on Monday, May 9th. On Monday, I just put in the comments the link to get registered. If you know somebody that wanted to take the course, I think that this is a good time to learn. This is a good time to learn. It's always a good time to learn. But if you're not serious about trading in the market, then this is not the course for you. It's not, because I'd hate for you to pay your money and then don't do anything with the information. Now, once you take the course, you have access to the course for your lifetime. If you later want to go back and rewatch your course or go back and get a refresher, you can definitely do that. But it's not a $99 course at all. It's half the price of my competitors. I want you to check out my competitors that offer services like this and see if you can get anything at a better price than this. I know who my competitors are, and you won't, but you're going to get quality, no lack in quality at all. And I also give you an opportunity to pay this off over a period of time. So you can even make a 4-month payment plan. So for $660, you can be in class on Monday night. You can be in class this coming Monday night, and I'll let you pay it off over 4 months. So if you know somebody, or if you yourself want to get in the action, then this is the time to do it. I am going to look for your questions. I'm not seeing any questions from anybody. Any questions about any stocks or any strategies? Yeah, I want everybody to make some money in this market. I don't want you thinking that you need to be on the sidelines. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of rush pulling together this course. I want to try to do it in the next 4 weeks. And we'll talk about this in our graduate training that's coming up. Our graduate training is Sunday, May 15th. Monday, May 16th is this Sunday is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day coming up. So we won't have graduate training this Sunday, but next Sunday night we will meet, and that's going to be May 15th. I think that is, yeah. And so I will talk about this upcoming course, and I'll probably will also give you an intro to short selling. It's a lesson that I taught a while ago. I'll probably teach that again just to give everybody a refresher and let people ask questions. And I'm going to come up with a curriculum and get this course. I want to have this ready by the time this course ends. I want to offer that short selling course. So I'll let you know so that you can have some opportunity to think about it and see if you want to do it again. There will be a nominal cost for this. For those in the graduates group, you will have a reduced price. The course will also be open to the general public, and then they will have a full price. And then those that are in my quick money trading, that will be just a part of your subscription to the quick money trading group. Okay. Wow. It's been 30 minutes. It's actually been 40 minutes. I am going to say, have a great evening, everybody. Have a great weekend. I will not be trading tomorrow. I will not be working. So for those on my Money Reverse Facebook page and my Money Reverse YouTube channel, thank you so much for being with us this week. You're getting an opportunity to kind of see what goes on in the Graduates Forum when we have high volatility. I usually do these around noon, but I've had a lot of meetings this week, so I haven't been able to do them around noon. Evening has been the best time for me. So again, we'll go back to broadcasting in our group privately starting next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Whenever we see market volatility high, then we will post. I will post something and I will show up. So I got a question. What time is a graduate training? It will more than likely be 7 p.m. on Sunday, May 15th, 7 or 7:30. So with that, I'm going to post it out here this week and give you guys an opportunity to plan for it. So, because I know we got a lot of church folks up in here. We got a lot of church folks. So Sunday is church day. So I'll give you time to get ready for it. And then also there will also be the replay there as well. Okay, everybody, have a great evening. Carolyn Williams with Money Reverse. Be blessed, everybody, and have a great weekend and an even greater Mother's Day. Bye.